Hello world. Once again we are together apart for BBC's Get Creative Festival, and I'm artist Mary Blue Brady. Welcome to my studio. This session is all about paper making and handmade paper, and humble paper is rarely thought about. We take it for granted, and indeed so much of life we take for granted. And I'd like to take a moment to encourage you to look at your own life and find something ordinary and see it in a new way. Just like we're going to look at paper today in a new way. Paper is all about communication, writing, thinking, science, art and architecture, maths, political movements. Paper is known for what it does and not what it is. And so today I'm going to teach you how to make this beautiful banana peel paper slurry. So the recipe for paper slurry is 5 liters of water, and you'll take 5 banana peels and put them in with a liter of water in your blender. And it's just the banana peel, it's not the top and tail. You'll blend that for about 5 minutes and pour that into your water. Then you will take 2 sheets of packing paper or whatever recycled paper you have, soak it for about an hour, then blend that with a liter of water. Pour that into your mixture, and then you will take a sheet of gelatin and dissolve that in warm water with 150 milliliters of water, and then pour that into your slurry. And then you have this beautiful mixture of paper pulp. And the magic of paper is the fiber cellulose of plant-based material. It acts like a glue. And when you pulverize all of the fiber, strain it together, it comes and it makes this beautiful sheet of paper. So this is what we will be doing today. We will be making this beautiful sheet of paper. You will need your slurry. I just taught you how to do that. You're going to make a frame. Either you can make it if you're clever in a wood shop at home, or I have cannibalized 2 old frames, and one is empty and one has a bit of muslin backing or cheesecloth backing. So you line the papers up, or you line the frames up, and you are going to mix your slurry so that there's an even distribution of all the pulp in the water that's mixed quite well. The pulp does have a tendency to settle, so allow it to mix thoroughly, and then you will scoop up your pulp and you put pulp into your frame. And the story of paper begins in China, and it spread along the Silk Road through the Middle East and eventually ended up in Europe. And so you see, as the water drains out, it leaves a beautiful layer on the muslin of residue of the paper pulp. You can see sort of the color of chocolate brownie, which is quite fabulous. And you just allow the water to drain. Easy. Benjamin Franklin made his fortune in the printing industry, and in 1790 he had paper mills along the Chester River in Pennsylvania, in Chester, Pennsylvania. And there's still a vibrant paper industry there today, where you can see how this paper, when you just allow it to settle, and you just swirl it around left and right and to let the muslin drain the water out. Vibrate it around. Very straightforward, very simple. So paper making is 4 steps. It's shred, it's blend, it's pull the paper, and then it's a press. So I want you to try it at home. Encourage yourself to try new things. If you did it with a mango peel, it would be green. So you can try different fibers. So there we have, most of the water is drained out. Can you see it's covered? There we go. You'll take your frame off. You'll have prepared plain canvas that's what it's gonna go on. And then you'll roll it over. Take a clean sponge and you're going to press down on the reverse end of the frame to get the paper to release onto the canvas. There you go. And as much of that as we can, we're going to push it up. There we go. So we'll pull some of this water out, and that will allow the paper pulp to release from the muslin, and it will adhere to the canvas. You can do layers of these, and then the pressing part is stacking the different bits of paper and the canvas and paper and canvas, and then you press down with a weight. You can use a board with bricks, you can use a board with heavy art books, whatever you have. So it's going to dry a little bit lighter. It's easy like that. There you go. Let's see what we have. And there we go. It's not releasing yet. Releasing yet. Oh, there we go. There we go. So I've gotten the paper, and I'm going to try a little bit of an experiment. I've got some paper here onto the canvas. I've mixed a little bit of watercolor in with the paper pulp, and I'm going to go ahead and just spread it around, because this will all sort of stick together. It's made a beautiful little extra area. Then I've taken some black, little watercolor, and I'm going to put that in as well. I'm going to take some flower petals that I've collected ahead of time, and I'm going to put that into the pulp. And there we go. And then I will take a piece of paper in between, and then you will press it down. You can do another layer of the canvas, but there you go. Basically, that is your paper, and it'll take about 3 to 5 days to dry entirely. Then it comes apart, and you've got it going.